Alright, hey, what's up everybody? This is Butch, and we're back with another one, a quick special. Before we did the boss fight, I figured we'd make some food and some resources that allow us to heal, hopefully heal up our dinos and kind of balance the weather and any attack that we have. I got Wanheda here. She's going to help out with the cooking, and this is definitely cooking with Butch. You know, cooking foods, doing whatever, so we're going to get started here. Wanheda, if you'd like to say hi to the people, you can give them a quick hello.
Hey everyone.
Okay.
Butch was actually cooking dinner for me. I explained that already.
Okay, what a lie. Alright, so we're going to get up here, and first things first is something that I spoke about earlier in the video. Yeah, I run all over her. Something that I never really covered much, just kind of went over, but it's this here Eco's cooking station. Is that what it's called? Alright, so, and from the Eco's cooking station, that actually came from the Eco's food tray. And in the food tray, it allows you to make this here. It's the water pot, allows you to drink without irrigating it. And one of the important things of today is the mixing bowl as well as the cooking pot. And what that does is it acts like this cooking pot here, where you would normally make recipes, dyes, and your kibble. But instead of using this today, what we're gonna actually use is my favorite thing. One of my favorite mods is this cooking pot, and we're gonna make some of these foods that we haven't touched, haven't looked at. Some of like the baked potatoes, the popcorns, the jam, pancakes, scones. I think that is, yeah, scones. Maybe even a little wine, you know, for a nightcap. But yeah, it also has. Yeah, it was funny. You can laugh. We also have juices, teas, consumables, and some of these have actual attributes that allow you to heal or balance out your weather, or I should say weather, balance out like the cold and the hot. I'm going to let Wanheda read over it and go over it because it's more of her thing to do a mod review. I just figured I'd do a cooking review, and at the same time she'd get her mod review done. So if she wants, I can let her explain some of the things we're going to be making, or we can explain them as we go along. What do you think?
I can read them real quick for you if you want. Just quickly read through them and then you can make them.
Well, I don't need you to read them for me. I'm pretty versed in reading. I just figured you might either want to go over it before we cook, or do we want to go over it after we're done cooking? As we cook, I should say.
I'd say go through it as you go.
Okay, so we'll go through it as we make each item. So what we first got to do. Oh. Did I just get? Oh, my torches. It's nighttime. That's loud. Okay, so first of all, before you use any of that, you're gonna want to come over here to the mixing bowl. And what we do is we unlock and we go into it, and it has all these little things here that we have to be able to make, or that we have to make, and things like bacon. So for bacon, we're gonna need raw meat. I just happen to have raw meat on me. Let's craft about 100 of that. After that, it's going to allow us to make crispy bacon. So you make your bacon, your regular bacon, and your regular bacon you can then turn into crispy bacon. Let's make about 20 of that. And then there's berries. This is just blueberries. Instead of eating the azul berries, we can actually start eating blueberries. So we'll make about 100 of that. I don't have the berries on me, so we're just gonna pull the resources to be able to make those berries. We'll craft 100 of those. Then we have flour, which obviously is made with grain. So we just would click on that and pull that over. We don't have the fiber on us, so, but we do have a Theracenosaurus, and we do have a sickle. I'm gonna run out and get some fiber, and if Wanheda want to go over some of those herself, she can. I'll bring you guys back once I get the fiber. Alright, so we're back, and we grabbed some fiber there. Throw that in there because we're gonna need some flour. Then we have wheat, which is made with thatch. Let's see if we can pull 100 of that. See, all this food making's got me hungry. My guy won't be quiet. And grapes as well, made from majo berries. We'll pull 100 of those, make sure we craft that up. Then greens, so just call greens, that's it. Not collard greens, not colored greens, not what you guys call, whatever way you guys want to pronounce greens, just greens.
They sound delicious. Oh, it's made from chopping the tops off carrots.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then one of the more expensive things, which is the milk, and it requires a giant bee honey and stem berries. I'm pretty sure we definitely have enough to make that. Gonna take water, lots of water to make that, which I've already had prepared for everybody. And I have all the water over here. If you want, Wanheda, you can do, you can explain the rest. Or I can continue going through it, it don't really matter.
Oh, you keep going.
Okay. Too many things in here. So, we'll have to take out some of the
Wouldn't mind you adding some salt to my dinner.
You still haven't caught the hint, but we're actually not making you dinner. That was a lie.
Oh.
Looks like we'll be eating a lot of blueberries.
Can you make some blueberry pie?
Yep, we have all that in there to be able to make. We'll see what we can do. Guess when people beg, it's only right. So then we just put the water in here, see if we can get some milks. Milk is an important recipe in this thing that I never really caught on to. Almost some of the best recipes you're going to make is going to require milk as well as salt. Take that out. And let's get 100 salt. Don't need that in there either. Get that done. And salt's just made with some crystal here. Obviously, these strawberries are going to be made with tinto berries. And we'll get 100 of that as well. So if you notice the pattern, it's just basically the berries are made with the other berries we have. So instead of having tinto, majo, and all that, they end up berries that we're more familiar with. Then we're going to make some sugar here, which is made with chitin. See if we can pull. Okay, no inventory space. Okay, I get it. That's made. Some of this will be made. We'll bring you back once all of that is made, because we are making a lot of stuff here. Actually, let's bring this and put that in there. Okay, let's get that up out of there. Let's get that started. So we're just gonna make, like I said, 100 sugar. That's gonna take 200 chitin. 1 sugar for every 2 pieces of chitin. After that, we do have the rock carrot and the carrots in here for this, but we're gonna definitely need more. So we're gonna wait for that to be made, and then we're gonna make the last 2 items, and we'll get to making some actual food, and not just little tiny snacks or starters. We'll bring you back once we are either working on the next one or once we are done making all the foods. We're back here. Just had to make sure we clean most of it out. So last we made was the sugar. We're gonna try to make some of this here vegetable oil. Yeah, I know I keep just spamming 100, but I want to make sure I can make everything that I can possibly make here to show you what some of the foods do. I'm pretty sure some of them have an effect. I don't want to guarantee it, but I know some of them do have an effect. And we have a little competition at the end, surprise for everybody here, so stay tuned. And hopefully it's a video you can enjoy and got a lot of information out of. so just need to add more water and we'll get the flour done and we'll be able to make some real foods. I know it's been a long time coming for us, probably a short time for you. No, those don't need to be in there. And like I said, other than like the resources that we got from all over the island here, everything you need, like water, place to cook it, the blueprint to understand what you're doing, all of those things are provided by the actual arkeco'sdecor mod, which is actually pretty decent. I've always said it's one of my favorites. It's my go-to. It's one of the go-to mods I've always put on one of my servers. It can be a little cheaty in the sense of it provides water without irrigation, but I still think it's well worth to have on there if you're really just trying to play the game and have fun. So now that we got all of our stuff made, we have all of our little foods and extras, what I like to call ingredients. And we have all of our ingredients together and things that we're going to need for our ingredients. We're going to turn our mind to the recipe station. Now there's different things that you can make in a recipe station, like I mentioned: the baked potato, the popcorn, the jam, the pancakes, the other pancakes, the omelet, the grape jam, the breaded fish and chips, which I like, breaded fish, scones, salads, more jams, wine, bread, more breads. We can also make teas that actually have, you know, some sort of effect on you when you use them. I'm gonna let Wanheda make those. Seems like something she's into. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't let you hear her voice at least once, so I'll let her take over and I'll just follow along as she speaks.
Alright, so these would be the teas that Butch was talking about. So there's the cranberry juice. It says that it inhibits the growth of harmful bacteria. I'm not 100% sure yet what exactly that we could benefit from using that for. But there's a few of them here that I can definitely tell you I think they would help us out. So this one is the ginger tea. Apparently it calms the stomach and provides heartburn release. It says it's great to take when pregnant. Perhaps that could be used on aberration or something else.
Well, if a Reaper gets you, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The sweetened aloe tea, so it's raw aloe and honey, and that's going to aid the body in healing burns. So I'm guessing this could be used to heal you from anything that may give you some sort of a burn effect. Lavender chamomile tea, that's going to calm your nerves and take care of stress and feelings of anxiety and even insomnia. Lemon tea is for coughs and colds, helps with sore throats and stuffy noses. I think it could be used, obviously, to just be something to heal you. The green tea will help break a fever, so maybe swamp fever. It reduces pain and minor inflammation. This one I'd say is probably the most useful. So this one will help regulate your body temperature to get back to normal. So those winter caves and lava caves and all of those different caves that we've been in that we need special armor, I think this would definitely help regulate our body temperature so we're not too hot or too cold in any of those caves. Wolf's water doesn't sound very appetizing, but that's going to stimulate bone growth and will also heal head injuries. So I'm assuming when you're in battle and you get injured and you see that broken leg icon, I'm sure this is another tea that would help heal. The other one here is the Zell's Hot Toddy. All great cures, dulls pain, and regulates blood flow, helps calm you down, and great to get your child to go to sleep in low doses.
That's
Should
dark.
feed that to Butch.
That's dark. I'm not a child. I really am not.
Well, I'm sure it would work on you too.
I'm an adult.
The governor's tea. The initial bold taste of this tea gives you a hidden depth of sweetness, which leaves you hopeful and optimistic for the future.
Hmm.
So that's pretty interesting as well. Not 100% sure what we could use that for.
I wonder if that would give you XP. Well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna make all of them and we're probably gonna try most of them.
Yep.
We're gonna see if the child one works for Butch, which I don't think it does. But I'm gonna let Wanheda go ahead and make those teas. We'll let her make them and see how that works.
Alright, so we gotta get some water and some of the ingredients in there. Let's fill these up.
Yes, I'm in the kitchen with a cigarette and a chef's hat.
This one, the governor's tea.
Governor. Alright.
Alright. So, one there for you, Butch, and one for me.
Let's consume this. Should we? Do we there? Hold on, guys. This is not something we're used to doing. Listening to Wanheda and just taking whatever elixir she gives us has never worked out great, ever. So we're gonna try this elixir and whoa. All right. So it's definitely. I don't think it's giving me XP, but it is definitely got me on a level. Is this actually a cigarette in my mouth now that I think about it? Like, have I been hotboxing that whole cable station? Because this. I like the effects of this, guys. What does everyone think about it? I won't lie, I really do like this. So this is the governor's tea. As you can see, when I look at Wanheda, she says 91 seconds left of the governor's tea and the effects. We're going to have to wait for this to wear off and see what the next tea does to us. This is actually not too bad, though. Let's see, you're dying.
I'm not sure what we would use this for, though. Why do I want everything to be purple?
You never know. I know. Why wouldn't I want things to be purple, though? I mean, isn't that the color you use? Everything about you is purple. Now you live in a purple Candyland world. This is great.
I am feeling more optimistic about this boss fight we have coming up.
Definitely. Definitely. It's making me feel very optimistic. Although this isn't going to help us in the boss fight, so that's one experiment down. We're going to need to pause this video because I just realized Wanheda's in my kitchen with not proper attire. So we'll be right back. We're going to get her proper attire and we'll be right back. She can't be in my kitchen without proper attire.
Seriously?
That's serious. Okay. So we're back and we need to make sure she has a proper attire. She cannot be just in the kitchen cooking stuff up and not cooking it right. No, where's the hat? And there we go. Chef Wanheda. And Chef...
Not sure how I feel about this.
And Chef Butch RD. Let's go. Let's finish this up.
Alright, so, we got those last two teas that I was making, the Zell's Hot Toddy. So Butch, you can take one of those.
Alright. So, we got the hot...
Go on another trip.
We have the hot toddy tea. No, I'm just wondering where this is going to take us, guys. Wanheda's already in the tea. She can't help herself. Alright, so what is that? No.
I don't see doing anything.
So far, there's no effects of nothing. I feel fine. I feel normal. Alright. So that's that tea. It's not doing anything. So we won't spend a lot of time showing the effects of this. Let's see if we go to the next tea, if it X out. Actually, no.
Got any wood? The tea that's next is this wolf's water.
Alright, let's give that a whirl. I wonder if it's gonna X out the effects. No, it just adds effects. And doesn't look like it's doing anything. What's the effect supposed to be for this?
It says, oh, great for nails and nails. So I think it helps your hair grow, and it stimulates bone growth and heals.
I don't think I have my scissors on me. Oh, I do. Even though I can't get the haircut I want.
Could try punching something and see if it's helping me heal.
That's cool. I'm gonna try this and hopefully we get our effects. If not, at least I got some hair out of it.
I wonder if I take it off, if it'll show my hair growing.
How short was it?
I guess it's as long as I think I regularly have it.
You cannot come back in here until the app. Need the hat back on. The hat is an admission. You only get admission with the hat on.
Uh-huh. Is your hair growing?
I haven't checked yet. I'm inside. I can't take the hat off while inside cooking. It's just not a thing. So we already know what the tea with milk and honey does. We could definitely go to my winter base and try it out, but I can assure you it works fine. What do you think? Do you think we should go try it out for the people?
Sure.
Alright. We'll do that last then.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the helps fever, reduces pain, and minor inflammation. I don't have a fever, and I'm not going to go looking for swamp fever just to prove this, but I'm definitely still going to try it and see what it does to us. Let's see. Nothing. I don't even think I'm getting bubbles.
Green tea?
Yeah.
Not getting any bubbles either.
Okay, so the green tea must just help with probably swamp fever or probably anything else in this game. I'm pretty sure they all have a use because it's been consistent with having a use for something.
The next one here is the lemon tea. So people can take one of those.
The lemon
and that's going to take care of our cough and cold.
That's this one here.
Server extremely hot. I don't know what that means.
Well, I still have 73 seconds to this tea, so I don't want to just start sipping teas over teas. I don't know if that'd be good.
That's alright, I'll put the rare flowers in there for the next teas.
Alright, so we're back and we're about to try the lemon tea. Let's see if there's any effects from this. No bubbles, so I think there's no effect. Yeah, no effect whatsoever. So instead of waiting a minute and 20 seconds, I think we should try the next tea. What's the next tea? The lavender tea?
Yeah.
Alright, let's give this tea a try. And here goes nothing.
Oh.
No effects. Let's see what it says here. You're always open and you can breathe. The hot tea goes down and your throat feels much needed for relief. You feel much calmer and relaxed. I think the lemon tea would be more for like inside the cave, where you'd be able to breathe a little bit better, where that would be gassy. I think some of these would be great for to test out on aberration as well.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe underwater too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. My next tea would be. You want to try the ginger tea or?
Yeah. That's the next one.
Alright, so this one is the ginger tea. Let's give this one a go.
You feel a slight kick. The baby likes it.
Oh, okay. So this is definitely, I think, an aberration thing because I'm not pregnant. And the only way I can get pregnant is if a reaper decided to take advantage of me. So next would be the aloe tea, or you want to do cranberry?
Aloe tea.
Okay.
Aids the body in healing burns.
Okay. That one I can test out, I think. For science. Let's see what the effects of this is. No, I don't know.
It, it did look like when you took it, it boosted your health up like a little bit.
Let's see.
Not consistently, but
Nah.
when you drank it, it looked like it pushed you up.
Okay, so the ginger tea doesn't stop immediate fire, but what I think it will do is if you're being fired by something, it will rapidly put your health up. I'm not sure, but we got an idea what that will do. Next tea is cranberry tea. And what's that supposed to do?
The good thing is it no longer burns, but are you cured?
That's what it says. Is that what it says?
That's what it says, yeah. It's a mystery.
I wonder if these two together, what that will do. No, still rapidly bring it down. Alright, so we're gonna get back over here to the kitchen. And so that's what the teas, that's all the teas. We went through them. They're really hard to judge here on the island where we only have so many disasters or world effects. The last thing, well, the other thing I'm going to show you here would just be these small little cooking things. None of them add any extra anything. They might heal you a little bit due to it being food and food healing you in Ark, but for the most part, they're just cool little foods if you're tired of always eating, you know, the regular dinosaur meat and prime meat, the odd jerky. This gives you a little bit difference of effect. Right now, what we Alright, so we're back and we're going to deal with this here, just some of the foods here. Some of them we can make, some of them we'll have to wait for certain things to either spoil or certain things that we'll have to get together. Like for a cheese omelet, we would need a dodo egg, and I'm pretty sure I would have those at my old base, not at this base. So that's going to be a thing that we're not going to make, but a dodo's not hard to get. It's something really easy to find on the island as well with bacon. I would say salad, since it's part of everyone's balanced diet. Why not need grapes? Did we use? Yes, we did use up all the grapes. So where it says grapes, it's not a problem. We can come over here to the back to the mixing bowl, and we have grapes here. We type in 10, pull the resources, and get us 10 grapes made. And there you go. And it makes 10 for each grape that you're asking to make. It will actually make 10. So where I asked for 10, it's going to give me 100, and that's why you see a lot of it made. And you see as well, like a lot of the stuff there. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's try to see if we can get about 10 of these. And there we are. We got a salad. What else could we want here? Maybe some bread. Do we have enough to make some bread? Yeah, we'll make some bread with our salad. And what is this? Blueberry bread. Who doesn't like blueberry bread? Can we make that? Yes, we can. We can get 10 blueberry bread. We have that. Let's get... What's that?
100.
Oh, 100 bread?
100 bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're able to craft 2 bottles of wine. As Wanheda said, there was a dinner she's making for me, so I should have that prepared. Let's get some fish and chips. We are on the water here, so who doesn't like good fish and chips? So fish, chips, salad, wine, and if we can get the cheese ready in time, we'd even have a little baked potato on the side. Wouldn't be bad for nobody.
I've never eaten piranha before.
Well, be prepared. Be prepared. It could be koi. Could be koi. Is it actually piranha fish? Yeah, it probably is piranha fish too. So we have. So there's what we have. We have some wine. We have some fish and some fish and chips. We have salad, popcorn for a little snack, some bread and some blueberry bread, and all those things are able to be made here. As you can tell, I'm hungry over there. My hunger is at a 37. If I eat a piece of the fish, what it will do is it'll bring my hunger up pretty far. About 25. The salad will do about 25 as well. Popcorn will that get me all the way up there? Yes, well, so each of these foods seem like they give you about 25 points per health. Will heal you back up 25. So taking 4 bites of any of these, if your hunger is at 100, I'd never do nothing with my hunger. I just find it a waste of XP points. So what that did was it went over the cooking portion of the crafting table here. The only other thing we never went over, excuse me there. Excuse me there. Alright, the only thing we never went over is this, and this is just a color table. It requires no water to be able to make color. Now, one of the little tiny things that we had was a competition between me and Wanheda here. We were going to pick out all the stuff that we have, go over to the cooking pot here and create a recipe. Because the last part is if you're in Ark and you want to actually be able to heal faster, as you see, most of those already made foods, or the foods that they give you that are automatically made that you can live off, only do 25 to about 30 food to heal you, and it doesn't do much. But if you take your own recipe, which is making a sheet of paper, putting it in the cooking pot here behind me, and add in the foods that you want to add to make a recipe, it'll make your recipe that much better, or it will make your food and what it does for you, the effects of what the food does for you, that much better. So we're gonna have a competition here, see who can make the best food that'll heal us the best, and see if it actually heal our dinos too. Because going into a boss fight, we're gonna want some super healing food for our super fighting dinos. So that being said, we're gonna let the competition start. We'll bring you back once Wanheda has her food made. She can tell you what she used, and I'm gonna bring you back once I have my food made. I'll tell you what I use, and what we'll do is we'll put the recipes in a box that we both can look in and compare the 2 recipes and see who does the best. And that's going to be that. After that, we're going to test out the tea that regulates your hot and cold up at my base in the winter zone, just to show you that it actually does work. So any other tea in there that does have an effect, it probably does work. We just haven't found it where we're on the island. But where we're playing every map, playthrough through every map, I'm pretty sure we're going to find out as we use it going through each map. So with that being said, I'm going to start the competition. And alright, so we're back, and what we did was we made a note here. And what we do is we take the note and we put the note inside the cooker right here where the health and the storage of the cooker is. It'll say make recipe, and once you do that, everything you have on you and everything that you may have, it will ask you to throw in there to start the recipe. Before I start my competition with Wanheda, I'm going to take some of the foods that I've already made and put those together and see if it'll allow me to make a better recipe than what I have. So since we have 4 fish and chips, let's throw all 4 fish and chips in there. Let's throw 5 salads in there. Let's throw 3 cheeses, 3 breads, and I'm pretty sure you can only put a maximum of 8 things in there as it is. And I'm only going to be using stuff that I was able to make through the cooking pot there. And what else? What else do I have? Alright, so we're gonna throw half of these in there. Make recipe. So number 1 is usually the top, so let's go with a brown top. Number 2 is usually like what looks like the lettuce, not so much the meat of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Or no, let's go with yellow because that could be cheese. Number 3, what is that? That's a pickle. That looks like not so much a pickle, but a tomato. So we'll turn that into red. Number 4, what is? It looks more like the lettuce up there, so we'll turn that green. And number 5 looks like the I don't know what it looks like. New recipe. Um, Butch food? No, not burger food. Because we don't know if it's a burger or not. Like, we got everything thrown up in there. Description: good luck. Alright, so what did we get out of that? So what that gave us was 14 health every time we eat it, 14 food every time we eat one of these, and 4 stamina. So I would never actually want to make this because it's very expensive for the little bit of results that you're going to get out of it. So no, please do not make that recipe. But I'm still going to put it up as a recipe that we made. I actually don't mind it. So what I will do is find the foods that we want to add. Let's actually take everything out of this because we don't want all of the stuff that we use to go bad. This should definitely work for us. Is she adding? Didn't she already make one? It sounds like she's making more. It's anybody watching her video, put it down in the comments below. Is she making more than one recipe to outdo me? Because I feel like that's going on behind my back. I feel like behind my...
Am I only allowed one?
Did you need more?
No, I mean, I'm perfectly comfortable with the one that I had. I just was
It
trying
just
to give
didn't
you a
sound like
chance.
it. It didn't sound like it because you were like back and forth to bases and in and out, and it looked like you were going back to your pot. So I just figured, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, I'm not judging. Don't want to be judgy. But definitely not want to be judgy. All right.
Farmer's passed out drunk again.
That happens. All right. So we put our note in here and make recipe. And what we're gonna use is this. And you have to actually take the whole thing. Okay, I can do that. That. And then that. And then that. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. And then that. And then that. And then that. Did you take it out of here? I think you took it out of here. That's not what I want.
Oh,
I think you took something that I need out of here. That I know.
I didn't. I'm still over here.
You just did in this one? Is your recipe in this preserving bin?
Oh, the barrel.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Alright, guys. Alright. I don't think she beat me. I didn't even color it. I got so excited. I didn't even color it. Right now, we're just gonna... So I should put mine in here? Alright, guys. Let's see who actually won. Sorry I didn't color it, but I got too excited. We can make it all over again. I'm gonna put mine over hers because we already seen what mine was capable of doing. And if she wants to put her mouse over mine, it's okay. Pause. 389 health? Pretty good. How many? Wow, no wonder why you used 1,000,000 prime meat. Wow. That is a lot. You got me beat by like just a smidge. I got 318. I got 3. Because I didn't think that I didn't think we were using 1,000 of each piece. Mine's at least manageable. Mine's at least manageable. To the cave. Alright, so we're back, and what we did was we managed to come over to the winter zone to test out these teas. Now, as you can see, my body says I'm freezing out here. My food's going to start going down. Nothing's going to be great. I'm a little bit faster than Wanheda, so while I'm over here, what I am going to show you while we were cooking, one of the things you might want to look into if you're playing with mods and Plus Plus mod while you're cooking, being on the island, we can't get everything, but what I can do is come over here and make cactus sap, prime meat out of regular fish meat, prime meat out of regular meat, biotoxin, craft element shards from your element, which is what whether people think so or not is a neat deal. There's certain dinos that you do need element shards for. Pearls, crystal, antimite, which is not really easy to get. You got to go all the way to the bottom of the ocean and kill things that knock you out one shot. Another good thing is sand, in case you have learn all engrams, which you can't get sand. Like a lot of people, this kind of stops the need of needing to add all those extra mods to get some of the things from aberration, scorched earth, and extinction and genesis that you can't get, like the ambergris that's in here. If you can't make the clay, you can get the engram to make the clay to make it here. Like I said, there's a lot of things like this. Preserving salt is really good because all those foods that you have on you, like mutton and things like that that go bad, this actually helps preserve it a lot longer, turns your body into a preserving bin. And this here shell fragments, which is another thing you can only get on Genesis, so don't skip on this. This is here. The silk is another thing. I mean, angler gel is not an easy task. Sulfur is not an easy task, but I've used it plenty of times to make up for some of the things. Some of the servers, when people have asked me to add certain things, it was unnecessary to add an extra mod when you have this. But we are here about the we are here about the tea, so let's give this a try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my bedroom and get an even lesser gear, armor, like just a basic fiber fabric, and throw that on and show. Oh, I actually have some on me. So yeah, let's just get out of there. Let's go meet Wanheda outside and see what her effects are, see what my effects are. And okay, this, and my hats. And just to show you, alright, so it still says I'm freezing out here. My health is rapidly dropping. My food is going down. When I take this tea, my health, as you notice, is going up. My food's going up. I no longer have the cold bar down there whatsoever. Hey, it's Papa G. Yeah, it's Papa G. He landed here. So that's what that drink will do for me. That's what that drink will do to help us out. And that's pretty much it for all the foods and everything on the food tray. Wanheda, if you learned anything about this tea, like I said, I think it works great. It works excellent. I'm not losing my health. I'm not losing anything. I'm still able to make this last for me, and that's pretty much the last thing I wanted to show everybody with the food and the food tray of how well it can work. And it does give you a decent buff. It's a little bit expensive to make, not too expensive to make. If you make enough, you'll be able to survive in here. Hey, what up, Papa G? Thanks for that. But, yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to do a close note here. That's going to do it for this episode. And that's just the Eco's cooking mod. That's everything it was able to do. I hope everybody else enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed it. It's definitely the mod that I like to use for myself here to put my sticker back on. So with that being said, thanks for joining. And you've had an episode with Chef Butch RD, and we'll see you in the next one.